Hey guys, talk about a long-awaited video. I know. This video is going to be about Moringa, my journey with Moringa seeds, and some really fun facts about Moringa and why it's so amazing and beneficial for the body. So, when I first started taking Moringa, I was in like a really bad PTSD episode. It had lasted for 5 days already. Some trauma from my past had resurfaced, and boy, I was a mess. Just emotionally, mentally disturbed. It was bad. So on the 5th day, my friend had brought me some moringa seeds. Now, she had talked to me about moringa before. Her mom lives here in Yuma, Arizona, where I live, and has a moringa tree and actually sells moringa seeds. And she had told me about how beneficial it is for mental health. So that night on the 5th day, she had brought me some moringa seeds. And when I tell you, like, I don't want to say nonstop crying, because that literally means I'm crying 24 hours of the day, and it wasn't like that. But the majority of my time that I am awake, I was crying. So disturbed, very hard to even get out of bed, very hard to perform my duties as a wife, my duties as a mom, to even live, truth be told, was hard. So whenever she brought those moringa seeds, it was such a blessing. Oh my gosh, you could totally see the ring light in here. It is what it is. We ain't starting this video again, okay? So she had talked to me before about how beneficial it is for mental health. She brought it to me, and I took half of a seed. The next morning, woke up, and I literally stopped crying. That was so profound for me, because as someone who couldn't gather my emotions at all for 5 days, like, if you deal with PTSD and you are familiar with the episodes, they can last so long. And this was one of the longest that I had ever experienced an episode. The next morning, I had no more tears. It was weird, because like I was still hurt. My heart was still saddened, but I didn't feel like I had uncontrollable, like, emotional madness anymore. Like, I was able to actually function, so to speak, without breaking down crying. So I felt like, okay, I don't know if this is the moringa. Like, I know I took half of a seed, but that's just really weird, that it could work this quickly. I don't know, but we will see. But then that same day, I took it again at night before bed, and this time I took a whole seed, and then it was a whole seed or 2 seeds. I don't remember exactly. That it doesn't matter, but we'll say 1 whole seed for the sake of it, because I think the first time was like half a seed, and then this next day was like a whole seed. I know that the day after that was 2 seeds, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then I stopped at 5. But I believe it was 1 whole seed that next day, and then the day after, literally no more tears, no more sadness, no more pain. In fact, I actually felt happy, which made me feel like, okay, what's going on? Like, am I bipolar now too? Because how can I be so mentally disturbed one day, and then the next day, like, I'm actually okay and feeling happy? It makes you start thinking that, okay, something's wrong with you, you're crazy, which, I mean, that is true. I am a little cry, but that's not the point. Like, it was just very weird that I was actually okay. And then, of course, following the next day and the next day, as I'm taking the moringa, I am happy. like truly happy, living my best life, feeling better than I've ever felt before. It even though it was hard for me to understand that a seed from a plant could do that to me, I didn't care. Give me give me all that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're so in such a mental pain, you want anything that will help. But for me, I've always been leaning more towards natural. I don't want to be on prescriptions. I don't want medication. I want a natural way of life, even though I didn't know everything that would include, or how to have a natural way of life regarding medications and supplements and all of that. I just knew that that's what I wanted, and I knew that it worked. So I continued to take Moringa, and then lo and behold, I'm starting to lose like a pound, 2 pounds, and then 5 pounds, which is like so huge with someone who has, health issues. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, and my thyroid was like literally protruding from my neck. If you have issues with your thyroid, like, you do not lose weight. Like, that's unheard of. Your thyroid just don't work properly. It's just, yeah. Anyways, but I was losing weight taking Moringa, and I felt better. Now, I take a specialty called Kratom, and that would help me with my body pain. I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and all of a sudden I didn't need to take as much or immediate pain relief or help from that herb. I felt like my body was functioning better, and I felt good. It was really interesting how so much change happened in such a short amount of time by taking these things, or by taking these seeds. So I have a few fun facts or interesting things about Moringa seeds that I want to share with you. And I have it all written down right here. So I'm gonna, this is not a video where I'm gonna pretend like I can remember all of these facts about the things, because I can't. So here we go. So the benefits of Moringa. What are the benefits? It protects and nourishes skin and hair. It contains protein, which is helpful in protecting skin cells. It contains hydrating and detoxifying elements, which boost the skin and hair. Moringa oil protects the hair from free radicals and keeps it clean and healthy. Now, it makes bones healthier. It contains calcium and phosphorus, which helps keep bones strong and healthy. It has anti-inflammatory properties that help to treat arthritis and heal damaged bones. No wonder why my rheumatoid arthritis wasn't as bad, because my bones are getting nourished from this seed. It's good and amazing in treating mood disorders. It helps to treat various mood disorders such as depression, anxiety, and fatigue. When I tell you, sister or brother, that my energy had increased tremendously, like I also was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome. Being tired is like what I'm good at. Not intentionally, my body is just, when you have autoimmune disorders, it's like your body doesn't function properly. It just doesn't. And all of a sudden, like, I have energy, I'm feeling happy, I can function better, I'm feeling less pain from my fibro, less pain from my RA. Like, my life had benefited tremendously in such a short amount of time in taking Moringa. It's great in treating diabetes. Now, let me first say, I am not a doctor, and never will I confess or profess what's the word? I will never claim to be a medical professional. I am a unprofessional. Like, just treat me as your funny, crazy neighbor next door who loves her family and has a bunch of dogs and some chickens, okay? That's who I am. So, I think legally I have to say, talk to your doctor and all those other things. So, listen, everything that you're hearing from here, like, go, I'm not your doctor, okay? Let's just say that. Now, it's great in treating diabetes. It reduces the amount of glucose in the blood, as well as sugar and protein in the urine. I know of so many people who started taking moringa seeds, and all of a sudden their blood sugar is regulated, like immediately. I know someone who took 5 seeds the first day, and their blood sugar had dropped 100 points. Like, I think it was, I don't remember the numbers, but it was like in the hundreds, and it had dropped 100 points overnight just taking 5 moringa seeds. I know so many people who have gotten off their insulin because of moringa seeds. Like, it is not just great for mood, which is why I took it. It's great for so many other things. It's great in treating stomach complaints. It helps with constipation, gastritis, and ulcerative colitis. It's high in vitamin B, which helps with digestion. Listen, sister or brother, if you are stopped up, it's gonna help regulate your bowels. Trust me, it does. Do you really want me to go in detail? Okay. It fights against bacterial diseases. So due to its antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial properties, it helps to combat infections caused by Salmonella, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Rhizopus, and E. coli. Now, a few fun facts about moringa. Each and every component of a moringa tree is edible. The leaves can be eaten like spinach. The seed pods are similar to green beans, and the roots are like horseradish, making it a complete meal in a tree. It purifies water. I believe in Africa they use moringa to purify their water. When crushed, they become a natural binder and can be used in water to catch fine substances such as bacteria, salt, and other impurities as they clump together and can be easily removed. What? Like, talk about what can this plant not do? I think in some places it's called like the tree of life. Like, moringa is legit, yo. It is extremely nutritious. It has more vitamin A than carrots, more vitamin C than oranges, more iron than spinach. It is just insane, the benefits of moringa. It includes vitamin A, B, C, D, and E, as well as minerals including calcium, iron, potassium, and magnesium. It is rich in protein and is a good source of cholesterol. Now, I also was diagnosed with restless leg syndrome. When I started to take moringa seeds, my restless legs were almost non-existent. Like, my body felt like it was given a whole new life just by starting regularly taking moringa seeds. It was amazing. It will give you an energy boost. One serving of moringa provides 3 times the amount of iron as spinach. Iron is essential to oxygen being transported from your lungs and throughout the body. If your iron is low, it can result in iron deficiency anemia, which results in low energy and feeling exhausted. But because it has so much iron, when you consume it, boom, your energy goes up. It has healing powers. It protects the liver, treats stomach disorders, is an antibacterial agent, neurodegenerative diseases, improves bone health, boosts immunity, protects the cardiovascular system, treats diabetes, treats asthma, prevents stone formation, protects against kidney problems, heals wounds, treats edema, reduces hypertension, improves eye health, as well as treating anemia and sickle cell diseases. What can this plant not do? Okay, that's a better question. It is known as the miracle plant because it is known to offer more vitamin C than oranges, more iron than spinach, more calcium than milk, and more potassium than bananas. So when people ask how I get all my vitamins and nutrients, one way is definitely Moringa, baby. Okay? Sorry, I got a little excited. I get excited because, like, dude, when you suffer as much as I did, okay, like, bro, I swear I had rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia when I was a little girl. Like, I remember going to the hospital, going to doctors. My parents would take me because they couldn't figure out why I was in so much pain in my legs. And they kept telling my parents that it was, growing pains. What? I, as a grown woman, am no longer growing, so it's not growing pains anymore. So what is it, sir? You know, and so whenever I was diagnosed as an adult with fibro and RA and and restless leg syndrome, chronic, seriously, it's just ridiculous. When you're suffering for such a long time and so much of your health improves by just taking a seed, it is exciting, it's thrilling, it's amazing. So anyways, let me go get the bag of moringa and I can show you how I cut it, how I take it, all of that. So this is my bag of moringa seeds. I got this on Amazon. If you look in the description, you will see my Amazon storefront. And if you buy from my Amazon storefront, I get a very small commission, which helps me to continue to do educational videos like this. So go to the description and click on the link and go get you some moringa seeds if you want. If your doctor says yes, whatever. Okay, this is approximately 1,000 seeds. You know what I paid for this? For these organic moringa seeds? $20, okay? So super inexpensive. $20 is not worth you feeling better. You know what I'm saying? And that is a plant that grows really well in heat. I live in Yuma, Arizona. We're in the devil's armpit. You know, it's super dry, super hot, and yet so many people can grow moringa in this area. So, but if you don't grow it, buy the seeds. I know people that have benefited from all of these benefits by taking the leaves, not just the seeds. So let me show you. So I call these the wings. The white part, okay, so here's the shell, but here the white part, I call it the wings. So the way I crack it open is with a knife. Now you have the wings that go, there's like 3 on each side. Okay, they're like 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like a peace sign. So whenever I take a knife to cut it, I don't cut it down. I cut it perpendicular to those lines. Okay, so remember there are 3 sides on a seed, or three wings, okay? It looks like the peace sign if you look at it on the tip. Now you could crack it and go all the way down safely, okay? And then just pull the seed out that way. Or you could crack it down. Oh, I can't, listen. I got my nails on. This should be easier since they're like claws, which I freaking love my nails like this. But anyways, so there you go. You could eat them or crack them open like this. Whenever you eat them, you should soak them overnight first. You should soak all seeds and nuts overnight. I will leave an article in the description that you could check out and read I tend to just pop them in my mouth because I like to live my life on the wild side. I'm going to push it down just to hear the crack because I like to have them whole. It's just, what is that word? Pleasing. I can't think of the word. But anyways, so I will take them out like this. I like to eat them with my front teeth. The reason why is that the seeds have the oils. You know, avocado oil comes from an avocado seed, grapeseed oil comes from a grape seed, and so it'll get stuck in your back teeth. It doesn't taste delicious, and that tends to turn a lot of people off, which is really interesting because I'm sure y'all had some really worse things in your mouth. Oh, but like seriously, this is nutritious. I don't eat it because it tastes flavorful. I eat it because it's good for you and it's nutrition and it helps with so many things. You know, the not so great flavor is worth the sacrifice if I'm gonna get all of these health benefits, you know? Anyways, so in order to not get them stuck in my teeth, I chew them up with my front teeth. You should soak them overnight, but you know, you do what you do. And that's it. Now today I take 5 a day. That's pretty typical with eating the seeds. Now I'm trying to think of other questions that other people might have. Like when should I take them? Now, whenever I first started taking the seeds, it was at night. Remember my friend came over, I was mentally disturbed. I took half a seed at night, but the way I describe it is although it gives you energy, it just helps your body to perform better. So because my body is naturally going to sleep at night, it's not going to give me energy and boost of whatever. It's going to help my body sleep since that's what I'm supposed to do at night. Some people have told me that they cannot take it at night because it gives them energy. So, you know, at your own discretion, you know, try it out, see if it keeps you up. But try it on a day where you don't like you could sacrifice the sleep just in case that were to happen. But for me, I needed it ASAP. I was not in a good place mentally, and I needed that relief. But I had no idea that it was gonna just completely change my life. I'm trying to think of other questions that people may have, but yeah. So if you have any questions that I haven't answered, drop them in the comments. I will try to get back to some of you guys. My life is so crazy busy, so if I don't get back to you, I'm so sorry. But what you can do to help me out, if you have started taking moringa seeds because of me, share your experience. Like, this is the one time, well, I know I tell you guys to do that a lot of times on my videos, you know, on Facebook. This is not the first time I've talked about moringa seeds, but this is going to be like, boom, YouTube is going to stay there, and people can come back years down the road and read your testimony on what moringa seeds have done for you. Now in the comments, I want you to mention how many seeds you take, how many seeds did you start taking that? Like, let's say you take 5 seeds, like, let me know how you started taking it. What has it done for you? And that way other people, whenever they read it, they can know that, dude, this is legit. Like, moringa seeds is where it's at. So anyways, I hope this video was informative and has helped you. I am wishing you good health. I know what it's like to suffer, and that's why I do these videos, because I am like living my best life now. I don't suffer with fibro, but it's not just because of the moringa seeds. And my weight loss, if you've been watching me for quite some time, I used to weigh $195 and now I'm 125. So my weight loss is partly because of moringa seeds. That only started it, but my entire weight loss is because of eating alkaline vegan and consuming sea moss. Sea moss is what regulated my thyroid and really truly brought my body healing. although this was delicious and not delicious, although this was nutritious, what truly, like, ultimately led my body into healing was other things. But you're gonna have to wait for a separate video that's going to come, and I will talk about that. But check out my Facebook page, Slay with Dre McCrae, and all my other social media handles. I tell my story a lot, so listen, I just want relief for everyone. Life sucks. Life is hard. Don't make your life harder by suffering whenever there's something that can relieve that tremendously. Okay, well, I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat informative, somewhat helpful. Do some research, dive into that. You know, we're all Google doctors around here. But anyways, okay, love you guys. Have a good day or night. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.